History has shown us that the disasters produced by conflict and war are irreversible. Nevertheless, states have yet to determine the exact solution that maximizes cooperation and diminishes the probability of aggression. Realists say that this combativeness stems from human nature's desire to prioritize self-interest, so states prefer their own security over cooperation. However, theories that draw upon liberalism have shown that two states who share the same identity are more likely to cooperate instead of differing regimes. In particular, studies have shown that no two democracies have ever gone to war with one another. So, does alignment between nation identities truly matter? This experiment analyzes whether a democratic state forms an alliance with other democracies more than others who are non-democracies. The formula for democratic identity is simple: institutions and social norms. Freedom is maintained through a state's institutions by checks and balances, politician accountability, and the power of public opinion. Social norms emphasize pacifist decision-making and social beliefs that promote equality. Both of these traits make cooperation much easier. NATO is a perfect example of how this shared identity can lead to easy cooperation efforts. Sweden and Finland tried to join NATO, but were not granted membership because they promote non-alignment, which is frowned upon by the democratic states. Building upon the importance of shared beliefs, a study by the Journal of Conflict Resolution examined all countries between 1816 and 1996 to find that states of similar beliefs were more likely to cooperate after 1945, a time when democracy became very popular. The study in this video analyzes whether or not democratic identity matters in formation of alliances. If two states meet the following requirements: has experienced 10 years of free elections and political rights, possess institutions that enforce transparency, checks and balances, and accountability, and have shared social norms, then we should expect the two democracies are more likely to form an alliance than a state that does not fulfill those requirements in the Middle East, South Asia, and Eastern Europe during 2014. We used a chi-squared test to determine the observed and expected cooperation levels of states located in the Middle East, South Asia, and Eastern Europe. Each state is either free, partly free, or not free. Countries that are partly free are not considered democracies. Therefore, nations who are free are considered democracies, and nations that are partly or not free are not considered democracies. We also determine the number of alliances. Chances of cooperation between two democratic states is 6 to 1 compared to the chances of cooperation between two non-democratic states, which is 15 to 20. There's only one case where democracy did not form an alliance with another democracy. The test calculated a chi-square value of 4.286 and a p-value of 0.03843. At significant levels of 5% and 10%, we are able to reject the null hypothesis at a p-value of 0.03843. We can conclude that a democratic dyad is more likely to create an alliance more frequently than a state that does not fulfill those requirements in the Middle East, South Asia, and Eastern Europe during 2014.